Shalom, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, and double honor to the elder apostles, elder bishops, and brothers on Dunga Great Millstone. Salutations to the whole elect. This is your brother Rai Banyamia here to share the lesson. And, as per the CBS News on the YouTube, I've been following these job listings, and according to what I've been seeing, it has been growing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna share this quick video on the fake job listings and put a few edifying scriptures up to support the article or to mesh what is going on in the world, to explain it through spiritual eyes, with the word. You know what I'm saying? And this has been a big problem, and this has not been the first time I've seen this. I remember back home in the islands, uncle, he used to work construction. And even if there were few workers, let's say there were 5 of them working, the accountant would have at least 20 workers there. And that was due to corruption. They would call them ghost gangs. Even if you have 5, 6 workers, like physical workers, actually they're working, the payroll would claim 20 workers, and the foreman would get the money to pay those workers, even if they, they don't exist. So it's corruption and lies. And most of the time, the foreman would be an Elamite or Esau Edom, right? So this that's going on here is no different. So I'm gonna play the video, and I'm gonna explain the wicked, because Esau Edom is at the head of this thing. So before I play the video, this is a fair use. I'm using the video for explanation and reacting to it. All right, CBS News, fair use.
Well, if you're looking for a job, you may be excited to know that there are a large number of open positions posted across the U.S.
That's right. At this moment, there are about 10.8 million job openings for those of you looking to get a job. Now, that high number is a favorite economic figure of the Federal Reserve. Jerome Powell repeatedly cites this as a reason to keep hiking interest rates. But there is new information that shows not all of those job openings really exist.
All right, CBS News Money Watch Associate Managing Editor Irina Ivanova is here with us in Studio 57. She has been reporting out this interesting phenomenon of ghost jobs. How new is the problem of fake job listings?
So this is something that's been building for a while, but it's really been turbocharged by the pandemic and the rise of remote work. As we know, it's become much cheaper and much easier to list a job. Back when the government started tracking it, you had to go down to your local newspaper, maybe make a classified ad. There was a lot of hassle. And now, as we know, there's so many job listing sites. They're cheap, they're free, and lots of companies are covering their bases. And then I've spoken with an economist who says that remote work actually made this problem so much more, because companies are suddenly realizing they have a whole country of potential job candidates and they want their job posted everywhere. So they'll list a job in New York, in Los Angeles, in Chicago, in Dallas. You think there's 5 job openings, but it's really just the one.
See, that's interesting, because in many ways what your article gets to is the politics of companies listing certain jobs, right? So we ask ourselves, why would a company post a job that doesn't really exist? You found there are a number of reasons.
There are so many, and sometimes it is this sort of inadvertent duplication, or somebody called it the intensity of recruiting. Sometimes it's a little more deliberate. There was a survey from Clarify Capital late last year that asked hiring managers why they had job openings, open for 30, 60, 90 days. And some of them said reasons like, well, we're always interested in maybe meeting people. And some of them said, I think about a third of them said it's to placate overworked employees who are asking for more hires.
Wow.
And then when you're talking about a large company, there can often be this sort of communication breakdown. For instance, they may have listed a bunch of jobs and then plans changed, the budgets got cut, and then that doesn't actually trickle down to the person in charge of the job opening. So that listing just stays up and doesn't get filled.
Wow, this is fascinating, especially because if you're looking for a job, it's already so difficult. You're putting yourself out there, and then to find out that some of these listings aren't even real. If you're out there listening to us right now, how do you figure out whether it's worth applying to a job, whether this is a ghost job or something that could actually lead to employment?
It's not foolproof, but there's definitely some things you can do. If you check that a job listing is recent, it's much less likely to be sort of left over from before budget cuts. People have said that specifics, for instance, if the job lists specific hours, specific duties, and is less of a general sounding listing, it's more likely that somebody actually put some thought into it and that is a real job that they need done. And then honestly, recruiters say try to get in touch with the hiring manager. If say it's an engineering job, find the VP of engineering, find them on LinkedIn, and just drop them a note. Hey, I saw this listing. Are you really hiring? Most will not get back to you, but some will. And then that'll give you a better sense of.
And just in our last few seconds, doesn't the Fed look at these stats and numbers, though, in making determinations about what to do with interest rates?
That's what Powell says. That's a stat that he really loves.
Wow. All right.
Thank you for shining a light.
Incredible reporting,
Take
Irina.
a look at your article
Thank
online.
you.
Thank you, Irina.
Thank you so much.
See, one of the ESO does these things for more than one reason. One of them, like they said in the beginning of the video, is for the Fed to justify, interest rate hikes, and then at the same time, it's to keep people, docile and asleep as to the real unemployment numbers. But I just wanted to show one comment here by this dude, Mr. Manhattan. He says, "I'm so glad this is out now. Companies get federal funding for claiming hirings or posting their hiring when there's massive layoffs. The whole unemployment number being low is doctored numbers. The economy prove most of the economic number prove otherwise is true. More people are being laid off. More people are, working paycheck to paycheck. And it shows spending and stuff is less compared to last year. But like I said, ESO does these things for more than one reason. One is to keep people asleep as to the real numbers, as to what is really going on, and then at the same time, to get people further, into accepting the MOTB, which is down the road, by raising interest rates and increasing the cost of living. All right. So, first portion of scripture I want to share is in the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3. It says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born," speaking lies. And this is not talking about a newborn baby that cannot speak, but the wicked, right? The identity of the wicked is in the book of Job. I'll come right back to that, 9 and 24. All right. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The people that are in rulership right now is Esau Edom, right? They are the wicked, and then after the other nations. So Esau Edom is the wicked. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So he covered the faces of the prophets, Yahweh Shai, Moses, right? He put his face on each and every one of them, claiming that he are those people, he are the biblical Israelites. So Esau Edom is the wicked. So we're back to Psalms 58 and 3. It says, all right, so the wicked is Esau Edom. The wicked is estranged from the womb. You could go into that word a little bit. Estrange. It means to alienate, to treat as a stranger, right? From elsewhere, foreign, unknown, unfamiliar, not belonging to a place where found. And the reason why it's strange because Jacob, came out brown, right, as the Negroes today, and Esau came out red, right? So he is different. He is estranged from the womb. He's foreign from the womb. All right, they go astray as soon as they be born speaking lies. So it is in his nature to speak lies. You understand? So these false numbers that Esau Edom has put up, to deceive the people, that is in, his nature. You understand? And his deceit has no bounds. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to deceive a lot of people into taking their MOTB further down the years. You understand? But the scripture says that he's a fugitive, and a vagabond in the Genesis chapter 4 and verse 14. It says, "Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me." Now this is Cain, when Cain killed his brother Abel. So we go into that word fugitive. All right. Now remember, to be estranged, right? As I said, is to be foreign, alienate, a stranger, right? And a fugitive says one who flees, run away, a fugitive from justice and outlaw, right? A deserter, a runaway. All right, let's go back to the script here for understanding. It says a fugitive and also a vagabond. A vagabond, wandering, unsteady, strolling about, undecided. And it says here a vagrant, right? Now remember in the scriptures it also says that Esau Edom, he need keep it at home. But this is Cain is in the reincarnation, Esau Edom, because they did the same thing. Cain killed his brother Abel because the Most High found favor in Abel's sacrifice. And I'm going to find that in the 27th chapter as well, just to prove, the wicked. This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 41. Esau did the same thing. It says here, and Esau hated his brother Jacob, just as Cain hated Abel because of Abel's genuine blessing, right? It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. All right, so he had a perpetual hatred, toward him. So you see the nature of the person, the murderousness and the lies, right? Right, of the devil. Last portion of scripture I'm going to share is in Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, yea also, because he transgressed by wine, his philosophy is his doctrine. It says he is a proud man, right? He wouldn't admit he's wrong, neither keep it at home. That's a fugitive, a vagabond, always moving, you know what I'm saying? So it's talking about the same person, the wicked, that's speaking lies, that is estranged from the womb. It says, neither keep it at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people. This man has military bases in almost every country in the earth, and wheresoever he dwell, he encapsulate a whole slew of other nations of people around him, just like America, the so-called melting pot. You know what I'm saying? So that same man goes back to the speaker of lies, right? The man of sin, the man of iniquity, in the book of Psalms 58 and verse 3. Says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And one of the lies that they are telling is that the economy is growing and that there are tons of new jobs entering into the economy, when reality speaks different. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put this out there, real quick. Lord willing, it be edifying unto the flock, the elect, and until the next time, I say shalom.